Right, we're back with Elite Entertainment. We have Janet K, MBE. She didn't want to say it in the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. MBE. Okay.
Queen of Lovers Rock.
Queen of Lovers Rock. All these titles she's got. Creative person, wonderful person, and we're going to go on to part 2 and learn a little bit more about her. Okay, so I think we left off when, well, let's see where we got to. You left school and all that, and you met up with Dennis Bovril, and you're touring now, or you're just playing in gigs? You're just doing.
We're doing a lot of gigs, and in recent years, Carol Thompson and myself have teamed up.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen.
And
that.
we do a lot of shows together.
I've seen a show what you've done together,
right, which works for us.
Yes,
really
it does work.
Yeah. And it's great when you can share the burden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we share the burden, and we share the stage, and we share the stage well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it gives another talking point. So it's delivering the same thing but in a slightly different way.
Right. This interview's been very cordial and very nice. So in that era, was there any rivalry? If you don't want to go into names, it's fine.
No.
But
no, because as I said earlier, because I don't really see people very often. It's only when I go out to work.
Okay.
So on a gig like the Giants of Lovers Rock, I see everybody.
Okay.
Or do you know what I mean? So I see people.
But going back in when you was having these tunes, big tunes coming out, and there was other singers there around.
But no, there was not for
Oh, that's
me.
great.
And if there was, then I might not have known about it.
Okay.
So you didn't get involved?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I was trying to get some dirt or
So-
something, but that didn't work.
Just to find somebody else, darling.
Okay, let's get back to the cordial stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, seriously, because I did a lot of work with Aswad.
Mm.
As I said, they produced, they played on, or Drummy played on my very first tune, which was Loving You. He didn't play on the second and third, I think that was Sly and Robbie. But Silly Games,
Mm-hmm.
that iconic drum pattern was Drummy's own. The late great Drummy's own. He formulated that pattern. And then, as I said, in the 1990s, when I recorded for Sony Music, Aswad, Tony and Drummy, they produced the majority of my tracks, which were my best material from them.
They were one of my idols.
Yeah.
When I saw them, they came on a few different programs back in the day. Not top of they came on obviously later on Top of the Pops, but before that there was like a black
Old Grey Whistle Test.
Gold Grey Whistle Test, and there was a black
What was it called?
black program. What was it was called? They came on that, and boy,
they were even special guests on No Problem.
Oh yes, yes, yeah.
Because I was going to touch on kind of acting.
Oh yes, sorry, we missed that completely, didn't we?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
We were getting there. So what was that like then?
So that came about, again, being in the right place at the right time. I went with Drummy to the film set when they were filming Babylon, when they were filming the engagement scene.
Okay.
And met Victor for the first time.
Yeah.
So that was where I met him.
Mm-hmm.
Then a few weeks later, I was at Arawak Record Shop in Finsbury Park, where they were just opening, and I was there signing copies of Silly Games. And Victor walked through the door, and it was like, oh my God, I should just ask him now. If I don't ask him now, I'll never know. So I said, right, so I'm going to ask him how I can get into acting, because I wanted to do some acting, but I didn't have a clue or where to go or who to ask. So I asked him. It just so happened that he was he'd just been casted to do a play, and they were still looking for a female that could act and sing. So he said, well, give me your number and I'll give it to the director and see if I can get you an audition. I was like, what's an audition? I didn't know what an audition was. Anyway, he said, look, don't worry about it, I'm gonna call the guy, sort you out. So I got the audition, and of course I got the part, which wasn't very hard, because at the time Silly Games had just... So that was my first venture into acting. There was a play called Mama Dragon.
Okay.
that was done with the Black Theatre Cooperatives, and I did a few other plays with them. And then we were asked by the head of Channel 4, because Channel 4 was just starting,
Yeah.
and we were asked by the head of Channel 4 to come up with a couple of ideas for a sitcom. So they paid us to go into a rehearsal room for I think 3 or 4 weeks, just to thrash out some ideas and workshop some ideas. And the one that came out on top was the family one, which was no problem, which was a story which would have been quite normal for most of us, where our parents have now decided to go back to the West Indies, and they've left the children in the house, and then it's all the antics that go on in the house when the parents are not there. And that was no problem.
Yeah, brilliant. Me personally, I don't think things have really progressed since then. When I'm looking at the landscape of TV, we
had the Fosters, I think, was first.
Yeah.
And then the Fosters.
I don't want to say Love Thy Neighbour.
Oh, Love Thy Neighbour. I'm sorry, but yeah. I think that was first.
That was first. Yeah.
That was first, and then there was the Fosters. Then there was, then there was no problem. Then there was Desmond's.
Yeah.
And then there was the other one, the sketch show.
There was a sketch show. You're right there.
But our show, no problem, was the first black sitcom to be on Channel 4. Yeah. And it was so funny because the first episode, I remember the first episode, where they do a break for the commercial break, there was nothing. It was just a clock. It's the first time you would see nobody advertising that space, because nobody wanted to spend money on that. Because as far as they're concerned, nobody's watching this.
We was watching it.
Yeah.
But we're ignorant.
I didn't know that. That's.
If anybody's got a recording of the original from the recording it from, which I have, recording it from the TV, when it came to the adverts, you just see the clock go round until it was time for the.
That was a different era. That era was. Yeah.
I would say it was new.
It was new.
It was new. And then the first advert that was on there was, I think it was, is it BOAC or Jamaican Airlines? One of them. Yeah. One of them. Yeah.
To me, it was successful. I don't know in the.
Well, after the first series, when they realised people were actually watching it, then the adverts started coming in. But the first episode, second episode, nothing. Nobody wanted to spend any money to advertise in that spot.
Okay. While you were doing that, did you take a break from the music, or was you doing it in conjunction with the music?
I think I took a break from the music.
Took a break, yeah.
Yeah, I took a break at that time. Because at that time I was doing a lot of theatre as well. So yeah, I took a break. And then 85, the last series, I fell pregnant. Well, I was pregnant and Judith was pregnant. It's just that she didn't look pregnant. Okay. Our children were only 2 weeks apart, and you would never know that she was pregnant and I was at yeah. So that was 85, and then the series ended. And then I did do some more music.
So you haven't got no thoughts of going into EastEnders or anything like that, Emmerdale? But Judith did, didn't she?
Judith did. She was in Angels, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
she was in Angels before. Because I think she was the first one that did a TV series before any of us actually. Before No Problem.
Okay.
And then she did EastEnders, didn't she?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
She plays the sax as well.
Yeah.
Because I was in a band once and we was in Soho somewhere, and she came down with the saxophone. I said, what?
Yeah.
She started playing sax. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, brilliant. So we covered quite a lot. So we just want to know what you're doing now, and where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, what am I doing now? I've got lots of shows.
Got shows?
It's all about life work at the moment for me.
Yeah. Is that UK based or?
It's UK based at the moment.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things booked up for next year. And there's a lot of things that Carol and I do, and that we have got a couple of music projects that we're going to do together. we have been saying it for a couple of years, but we've been saying now that we need to stop talking
I
about it and get on with it.
I think you should talk about it now and put it in the world, put it out there in the world, and make it really happen.
I think I think that would work.
Yeah, no, we do want to put together either an EP or an album.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
Because people would be great to see two great artists like World for Yourselves and something fresh coming out.
Yeah.
Even though we love your old track, don't get me wrong, we love them to the heart, but yeah, it'd be nice to see something fresh. And you're still here, you still can sing. Nothing wrong
still
with you.
doing it, yeah.
Why not? So for the future, do you still want to do some acting, or you just putting that?
If the right thing came along, yeah, if the right thing came
EastEnders, yeah?
I didn't say that was the right thing.
Get out my pop. Right, no, but you never know. You might be able to do something what you would want to do.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd want to do? Have you seen anything that you think?
What, acting?
Yeah.
What would it look like for you?
Would it be an ethnic based thing, or would it be just?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, one of the things that we have got going on actually, and I don't know if you saw this when it came out the first time, is a show called the Lovers Rock Monologues that myself, Carol and Victor wrote together, which is part acting, part singing, part comedy, a bit of audience participation. It's a bit of everything.
Because there was some snippets of people dancing in the clubs and that. The Lovers Rock. That was from the Lovers Rock film that should. Oh, the Lovers Rock, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Did you have a part in that?
I think I was interviewed in that.
You was interviewed.
Yeah, because it's like a documentary.
That's right. Is that the first time you saw what people were doing to your tracks? Because you said you never used to rape, so you don't know.
Oh.
Say, oh my God.
No, not quite. You need to sit down your dance. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. Where was I?
You're talking about monologues.
Oh yeah, so we want to have another look at that, and maybe update it a bit, add a little bit more to it, and maybe do another mini tour of that, because that was something we did quite a bit a few years ago, and the people were coming back and seeing it time and time. I saw somebody that saw it 5 times. They had to bring their mum, and then they wanted to bring their cousin, and then, so people really enjoyed that show. Because we, not only did we sing our most famous hits, but we talked about did monologues about where those songs could have come from, how they came about. So there was like a story behind each song. So yeah.
So when you hit Top of the Pops, what was that like? Because that was our program that we all looked up to.
Yeah,
Top of the Pops.
I used to look up to that. I used to when I was younger. I used to buy this magazine. I can't remember if it was called Disco 45 or something else, but it had all the lyrics of all the top 20 tracks that were in the charts. And I think you could either buy it every 2 weeks or every other week or something like that. And I loved to buy that magazine, to sit down and watch Top of the Pops and kids, so I could sing along. And although I used to watch Top of the Pops, I think, one day I'm gonna be there doing that. And then when it actually happened, it was like, this is really surreal. I turned up there, I was on my own again.
Yeah.
I had McFadden and Whitehead in the dressing room on one side, and I had Anita Ward with my bell on the other side. I was like, oh, shit.
Did they know who you was?
No, I don't know. Because I'm a bit shy, I wouldn't have knocked on their doors to say hi. I didn't do anything like that.
So you went up there, you went on stage, because I always used to look at that program and look at the audience and said, they're not dancing in tune to the music. Like,
was that just them, or just the production of the way they put it together?
That was them. No, I watched it millions of times.
That was them. And the thing is, it's like, that was my first, doing Top of the Pops was like my first public performance, which is weird, yeah.
Okay. Seriously?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I remember when I got there, the first time I did it, I was wearing that black shiny headdress.
Yes.
And they said, right, can you go into makeup now? I was like, no. I don't wear makeup.
Okay.
I said I just need a little bit of lip gloss and mascara. I can do that myself. I didn't want anybody
Messing with you,
faffing about with me. No, because it didn't come from that. I didn't. So the first time I went on, I think I did it 3 times. The first time I went on, I did what I wanted. I just had my little mascara, little lip gloss, and that was it. But the second one, when I had what was I wearing for the second? Oh, when I had the glittery hat.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh no, Janet, you need to come into makeup." So
Please come in, please.
well, we won't make you look ugly. Don't worry. So I'll makeup. I hated it. I just didn't want anything to distort anything. Do you know what I mean? And they put this dark red lipstick on me, and I hated it.
Did you find after Top of the Pops did that propel your career, or did you think it just was it just not as normal? Was it?
No, it did, because then people started to know who I was. They recognised me. Because I was a face in the dark before. Because on my album cover, there's no picture of me. It's just a hand with the symbol of the Capricorn hanging from a hand. There's no picture of me, so nobody would have known who I was.
Yeah, because even some of the guys, growing up back in the 80s and that, and they say, "Oh, that Janet K, silly games, mate." Yeah. Then you go to work, they know that they need a lot. There's a lot of guys, obviously white guys, that they're into their lovers rock. I was shocked when I was speaking to them, saying, "Yeah, I love my Janet K and this and that and Victoria Marie Evans." Yeah, they know them.
It's like I meet. There's certain people I meet, and when the way they talk to me about my music and that, then you would pass somebody like that on the street, and you would never know that they listen or even had any inkling of who you are and what you do. But it's amazing.
Right. So basically, we've covered quite a bit. Is there anything that you would like to say to the public? Something to look out for? Obviously, you got your tours.
Well, look out for the tours. I haven't updated my website, but I'm going to do it this week. So most things will be on that are forthcoming. And the website is janetkay.com. And for all my socials, it's Janet K Music.
Okay.
And just thank you for supporting, because it's been a long time. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't still be sitting here talking about, what I did many moons ago.
As everyone's saying now, you should give people their flowers while they're still here. And we obviously got to give you your flowers because you deserve it. Okay, so that's another podcast from Elite Entertainment. I'm going to say watch out for this one. We're going to be releasing this one very soon, and watch out for Janet K. She's out and about, up and down the country and abroad. So that's the end for us. I'm going to say bye. Tony.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It has been.
Janet. Okay, that's a wrap.